everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Office Hours. I'm Lindsey DeWoody, Operations Manager here at American Wholesale Hemp. And this week I have on a very special guest, my dear friend Eric Gregory. Eric, thank you so much for joining me today on Office Hours.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
It's great to be here.
Absolutely. I really appreciate it. So, Eric, we're going to talk about a couple of topics today here. We're going to talk about My Kush TV, and we're also going to talk about the launch of Blue Magic and all the shows we've been set up at over the last couple of weekends. So
Right.
we've been busy.
Yeah, definitely.
We've been very busy since the launch of Blue Magic on May 21st.
That's
So
right.
we're going to have a great show today, and I really appreciate you being here. So if you don't
Thanks.
mind, we'll go ahead and get into it. And
Sure.
Eric, if you will, tell us a little bit about yourself and your history with our companies and what your current involvement is with our companies.
Wow. Yeah, sure. So let's see. I guess all started in about 2016. Ryan and I co-founded a company called Quantum Hemp H2O,
Yep.
which was a CBD water.
Mhm.
And at the time there really wasn't a whole lot out there like it, and we went into it full force. Got a nice formula put together. Started picking up national distribution, and it went great. So yeah, that's kind of where Ryan and I met, and kind of kicked it off there.
So you've been around since the beginning, because literally Cantech Labs
Right.
was created and founded in 2016.
Yeah.
So you've been around pretty much since the beginning.
Right, I met Ryan shortly after, it all kicked off, right,
Yeah.
right. And yeah, so we did that, and then kind of segued into some other things. And now, Blue Magic, I'm the national sales director for Blue Magic, and it's been so exciting to watch this brand just take off the way that it has. There's nothing else like it with the patent, and it's saving grows.
Absolutely.
and-
I hear it every day.
Yeah,
Every day.
it's incredible. Sales have been crazy through the roof.
Yeah.
The demand. So, and we're ramping things up to keep
Yeah.
up with that. So,
Yeah,
if
so
you haven't
right
tried
now,
Blue Magic and you're growing plants, you need to do it.
absolutely. AmericanWholesaleHemp.com.
That's right.
So prior to you getting involved in this industry, what's your background? What did you do prior to this? Were you involved in this cannabis industry at all prior to
So-
2016?
No, not really. In fact, I have a music background. I moved out to Los Angeles in 1995
Okay.
to pursue a music career. Just with a backpack and a skateboard, and
Headed
So-
out west.
Yeah, so I went out west and started to write music, and I met Danny Boy from House of Pain.
Awesome.
Who liked some songs that I was working on, and we actually formed a group called X Supermodels. We got a record deal with the firm. It's kind of where things started there. And since I had a music career out there for almost 20 years. Worked with DJ Lethal from House of Pain and Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
Remixed for Linkin Park. Worked with Limp Bizkit in the studio for a little bit. I think it was 3 songs with Fred.
Wow.
Yeah, Lethal and I did the Rums On Me remix together, Puddle of Mud. So, and then just produced, and I just wrote songs. Did a lot of video game stuff.
Okay.
Sang on some Gran Turismo.
Oh,
some
wow.
Video game stuff.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
GT6 and WWE versus Raw. I think we did was a song called Waiting. If you know Not Forgotten, you probably know that song.
Awesome.
So yeah, just it was in the music
So
business.
really cool
mostly.
background in the music industry. That's
Yeah, it was fun.
wow. I did not know all that. So that's really, really cool. So
Cool. Yeah.
so you did that for 20 years, you said?
About 20. Well, I've been in music for about 30, but yeah,
Okay.
out there for about 20
Okay.
years. Yeah.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
and then you got involved here, with Ryan and Cantech and the CBD side of things
Right.
in 2016. And so now, like you said, you're the national sales director for Blue Magic.
Correct. Yeah.
I know you and I work super close together on getting Blue Magic into, brick and mortar stores here in Oklahoma City and as well as other states in the United States.
Yeah.
So what is what's your involvement there and how has that been going and getting it in stores?
A lot of the stores that I talk to, they already heard about the product, and I think it's because, especially around here, because word gets out so fast.
Right.
Anything cannabis, hemp related. I think the main reason was, Ryan and I had toured some grow facilities where their grow was on life support, and
Right.
they had a lot of issues with their plants, and these were these were big grows.
Yeah.
And we were able to go in and treat all those plants with Blue Magic, and it completely saved their operation. And when you start to do stuff like that, and it happened many times, and when that starts to happen, I mean, word just will spread organically.
And that's how it happened. That's
Right.
really how it happened, because we worked with so many different growers in the area. They helped us really in
Right.
testing the product. Seeing what different issues it would help with, powdery mildew, spider mites, what have you. And once that word got out, because the growers, they all talk to each other, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so I had this problem. I was lucky enough to get to help with some research and development for this new product that's going to launch. I mean, literally, Eric, when we launched on a Friday. That day, the following week, I mean, week after that, I don't think I sat down at all. We
Yeah.
were so busy because the word, I mean, it spread like wildfire. When
Yeah.
people found out that it was for sale, they could buy it finally. I mean, I couldn't keep it in stock
Yeah.
initially. I mean,
Wow.
I'm constantly having to bring in new inventory. You know that. So
We know
it's
that
just,
game.
I mean,
Yeah.
it blew up.
We're playing keep up for sure, but
Yeah.
it's good, right? We're
Yeah.
growing.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, and what's really cool is I just got photos from my cousin who's in Pennsylvania that he worked on his product, or sorry, his garden,
Hmm.
and used Blue Magic, and he got the best harvest. His tomatoes look
Yeah.
different. His cucumbers, like everything is just like out of control. He's like, Eric, this has never happened.
Right.
And so it's not just cannabis, right? But
Exactly. And I say that every time I talk about Blue Magic. It's not just for cannabis.
That's right.
It's not just for hemp plants. Like you said, if you're growing tomatoes this summer, which a lot of people do, you can use it on your tomato plants,
That's
or
right.
your strawberries or
all the way up
cucumbers or
to
whatever.
harvest, it's safe. That's the cool thing.
Exactly.
Is like you don't have to worry about, hey, what am I spraying my plants with, and how long can I use it for?
Right.
You can use it all.
And
the way
that's
up
what
to
folks
harvest.
are most excited about in this product, is that it is an eco-friendly product, and they don't have to be worried about it, ruining, or our growers here with cannabis. They don't have to worry about it, affecting the testing, the end result of their product.
That's right.
So, well, I'm really happy to hear that, you've been able to help, kick off getting it into, brick and mortar store locations in the Oklahoma City and surrounding. I mean, because we've got locations now that are carrying it here in Oklahoma City, Seminole, Tulsa. We're getting it into other states as well. I know Corbin Hand is heading up that project for Blue Green, getting Blue Magic available for resale in other
Right.
states.
It's funny. A lot of the times when I talk to these guys on the phone, they're just like they've been waiting for us to call.
Yeah.
So they'd heard about the product. They've had people come in and ask for it, and they're
Mhm.
just like, when?
So they're excited to finally have it in their inventory.
Right.
Yeah. So, well, that's
Pretty
awesome.
cool.
It's becoming much more readily available for growers to get it. Obviously, people can still purchase it here at American Wholesale Hemp, retail on our website, or contact me directly here at the office for wholesale and bulk distribution options. I can help you and get you set up with Eric Gregory. So, Eric, I think we're going to take a quick break. If you've got a few more minutes to stick around, I'd like to talk about My Kush TV.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Office Hours. Lindsey DeWoody here, again with my guest, Eric Gregory. So Eric and I, we've been talking about Blue Magic and his background and involvement with our companies. But now I want to get into My Kush TV. This is brand new. I honestly don't have a lot of knowledge on this. So tell us, what is My Kush TV?
Sure.
And why did it get started?
Wow. So My Kush TV was, really just birthed from the frustration of these, the platform, social media platforms not being able to advertise cannabis,
Censoring cannabis.
Censoring us big time. Everything, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, they just shut it down. So there's a lot of businesses out there that, they really want to advertise what they're doing, and they just can't on social media. So the platform was created it's basically a digital community and marketplace that's geared towards cannabis users. So it creates a unity for cannabis users, incorporating both digital community and marketplace. So it's basically a platform where you have you've got Kush Gram, right? It's similar to Instagram, Kush TV, Kush Live, Kush Shop, Kush Tunes, Kush Book. And you'll be able to go on there. It's free right now. So if you go to mykush.tv, you can actually take a look at the site. It's free. We're actually getting ready till tomorrow. We launch exclusively the first show that we're going to be broadcasting, and it's actually DJ Snoopadelic versus Snoop Dogg in San Antonio, which is amazing show, and that's tomorrow. So.
And that'll be live on mykush.tv?
It's going to be, So
okay.
I tell everybody, go there now, buy the show. It's incredible.
So is that a pay-per-view performance?
It's a paid event.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be a paid performance, right?
Okay.
But you can also see the site. There's a lot of things there. You can look at the other stuff that's being, we're actually programming a lot of the stuff as we speak. There's 35 people around the clock coding the platform. But it's free right now, so you can actually go there, visit, see what's going on, take a look at you can see the video for the show, and get it, buy it. It's amazing. It's a great performance, and we're excited to actually be able to do that with Snoop Dogg. But it's not just hip hop. I want everybody to understand, this is it's all music. So it's gonna, there's rock, hip hop, you name it. There's gonna be all different types of music, all different types of shows.
So there's lots of music content on there, and so you said that it's kind of encompassing all forms of social media platforms into one. So I mean, lots of music content. There's going to be pay-per-view options as well. So as far as like other content, like lots of cannabis-friendly influencers, I would imagine, on the more social media platforms.
Cannabis influencers, and also non-cannabis,
So can anyone go on there and create a profile?
That's right. Anybody. It's for everyone. But again, it's letting the cannabis community be able to advertise there, and we're not stopping that like all the other social media platforms are. And there's 55 million cannabis users in America with no leader, nothing to really pull those users together. So that's what My Kush is all about. So it's pretty exciting.
A safe space without the censorship to bring education, awareness to cannabis, right? A sense of community.
That's right. Exactly.
Well, that's really exciting because, like you said, it's been so heavily censored, and in the past and up until this point, there has not been a good option for cannabis users and folks in the industry to come together in a social media way. Even the CBD industry, which is obviously what American Wholesale Hemp focuses on. We deal with that all the time. You know, you hear my frustration. I tell you, all the time the different things we run into, and so
we get to have fun.
Yeah.
So I mean, like,
that's exciting.
Yeah. So music. I mean, look, a lot of musicians use cannabis. A lot of fans that like music use cannabis. There's musicians that have cannabis brands, out there, and it ties everything together. There's also we're gonna have an amazing merch. Part of this where, cannabis, clothing, stuff like that.
So merchandise will be available.
Okay. Tons. There's going to be a whole section for that in the shop.
Okay.
So I recommend everybody just come over there, check out the site, mykush.tv.
So right now the platform is free. And
It's
then
free. Now
once
tomorrow the show will
be pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's I believe the show is paid. Yeah, the
Okay.
show's going to be paid.
Okay.
But
And then, so as more things launch on My Kush TV, there's still going to be free content, but then there will also be like a monthly subscription you can sign up for to get additional paid content.
Correct.
As well, right? And then in addition to that, there will be like some special like pay-per-views and stuff like that, right?
So right now it's free. Once the site's completely coded, then it's $9.99 a month to have access to everything. That's all the social media part of it. The performances, everything. Now, if you want pay-per-view, there's an extra cost to pay-per-view, but you're going to have TV kind of similar to like Sling TV. You're going to have all the social media platforms there to interact with friends. And
so will this be like an app that you can put on like your Roku?
Yes, it's going to be an app.
Cool.
There's going to be an app for sure.
Great, so you can watch it on your TV.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. That's kind of what I was interested in because I'd love to just put
the
stream
easy
stuff on my
use,
TV.
right?
Yeah.
Just click the app and boom, you're on.
Exactly.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Well, that's going to be super user friendly. Everybody uses platforms like that nowadays. Everybody's got subscriptions here and there. And $9.99 for the content that's going to be available for this community, you can't beat that in my opinion.
No.
Yeah.
It's going to be incredible.
That's awesome. So, okay, so it's live now. We can get on there, experience some free content, and then we're just going to keep rolling out more and more bells and whistles.
More shows. I can't talk about a lot of the other stuff. There's some super exciting shows coming up that we actually are going to be doing.
I've heard a little bit. It's going to be good.
It's really
going to be good.
exciting.
I'll have Eric on again, if you will, when we get closer to time, so you can announce that here on Office Hours.
I can give a little bit.
So we can keep folks updated.
A little teaser. I'm supposed to go on tour with Limp Bizkit in August after Lollapalooza for about a month in the Kush Bus with DJ Lethal from Limp Bizkit. So we're going to ride around for a month and shoot a ton of content. We're going to tailgate. We're going to do a Kush TV tailgate party in every city that we go to, and we're going to do a bunch of other cool stuff. So stay tuned for that. That's super exciting.
That's a good tease.
That's that's pretty good.
That's
tease.
awesome. Oh my God, I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
that's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Awesome. So, well, this is a very, very exciting platform. I'm so glad to hear that something like this finally exists, and that this is an option for this community that we're all in.
Right. It's not just us. It's everybody that it's in in cannabis. If you use cannabis, you support cannabis or CBD. You're considered a pioneer, right? Pioneer with us this platform. We need you so that we can keep doing this and growing it.
Absolutely. Very well said, my friend. Well, Eric, thank you so much for coming on today. I really appreciate you. Again, Eric Gregory's working super closely with me on Blue Magic sales here at American Wholesale Hemp. If you guys have questions about Blue Magic or you'd like to become a distributor for Blue Magic, reach out to myself here at the office, 405-604-0525. I'll be glad to get you hooked up with Eric Gregory, and we'll get you taken care of to become a distributor. mykush.tv, like Eric said, get on there, take a look around, get ready to sign up and enjoy all of the content that's on there. That's going to be awesome. So, Eric, thank you so much again for coming on today. I really appreciate it, and
my pleasure.
I'm going to have you on again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Office Hours. This was a great episode, and I can't thank Eric enough for coming on today. Again, if you would like information on becoming a Blue Magic distributor, please give me a call here at the office, 405-604-0525. We'll get you taken care of, get you hooked up with Eric. Also, mykush.tv. Get on there, play around, check out all the content. Like Eric said, there's going to be more content rolling out all the time on this new platform. I'm so excited for it. Everybody here at American Wholesale Hemp and Cantech Labs is so grateful to finally have a platform like this available. So get on there, check it out. If you want more information about that, you can also reach out to me, and I'll get you fixed up with that information as well. So thank you so much. I know it's been a while since I've been on office hours. I appreciate you guys watching every single week. I was out on vacation at the beginning of June, took a beach vacation with my family, my husband and 3 kiddos. It was a wonderful trip. We really enjoyed the time off and the time together. Thank you, Jordan Early, for filling in for me those couple of weeks that I was out. And then there was a couple of weeks where we didn't get to film office hours with the launch of Blue Magic, and we were out at Green Grove Fest. We've just been very, very busy here at American Wholesale Hemp. We've had a huge past 6 weeks. Lots of exciting developments with Blue Magic and the launch of Platinum and our 30 ml line of our tinctures. So it's been very, very busy. We're very fortunate, and it's been a really exciting time. So thank you for sticking in there with me, and we'll be back to having office hours every single Friday. I've got lots of exciting guests lined up for the next couple of shows. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Have a good weekend.